Okay, welcome back. It is day 197, I believe, of coding every single day. So today it's kind of chill. I didn't really have much to do, so actually I did go into the lab, even though it's the weekend, to go. Um, I'm really interested in the whole idea of this whole Wi-Fi to map out a room thing, using the waves, radio waves produced by like a router, to look at movement inside of a room. And so the thing is that I'm not working with any hardware this summer. I mean, at least that's what they told me. It'd be amazing to. Maybe if I propose this idea more legitimately. But so this idea of being able to track someone's movement given these radio waves produced by any just a router, um, opposed to camera tracking because that's invasive. Um, like if we're building a smart home and you put a camera, like if I put a camera up there behind me, it's just watching me 24/7. I kind of don't like that at all, even if it's supposed to just be like all in house. I don't know, the idea of like someone getting into that camera and that data being collected and stuff like that is, not that not that nice. So this whole idea of just using something that's already in pretty much every single house, to collect movement analysis is great. The problem, though, is that in simulation, something like Unity, um, apparently it is really, really difficult to simulate waves, kind of, like these radio waves that I would be producing. Um, and even if you were to, the computation required to be able to track those and look at like their movements and how these waves are bouncing off of structures and how that is being collected is apparently disgusting. Of like, even if you had a high end GPU, it would take minutes for each frame just to render. And that's really bad because right now I'm using ray tracing, um, which I think I'm gonna have to. There's two ways I can go. Number one is I just don't go with it and I try to do this wave thing, because the whole idea of the wave thing is when these waves are going out, right? There's only a certain amount of it that's actually hitting like the router connection point or the receiver, I should say. Um, and with this ray tracing thing, it's the exact same idea of I send out, say, 2,000 ray traces as, the router trying to connect to something. And maybe two of these touch the actual game object. And so those are the only things that are communicating. So the only way that I can get information is through those two waves. So when I walk through those two ray traces, it's basically just a motion detector. It's not like actually looking at movement throughout a room. It's just if you walk past those two waves, not waves, ray traces. But using actual waves, radio waves, if I like say I was walking on one side of the room, right, those radio waves get interfered with and they pass through the waves and disrupt the waves that are connecting to a receiver. And that's how you can like read movement from anywhere within inside like a decently like a studio apartment or something like that. So that's the idea. So trying to simulate that is going to be quite intense. So probably going to work that on that over the weekend and then early next week. The idea is if I can't get it working somehow by the end of next week, I'm just going to move on, which sucks. I really don't want to because I think this is going to be really nice. But outside of that, I just did a leak code today. It's just a matrix rotating it. I know there is a one-liner for that because I used to do it for an admin of code, I'm pretty sure. I know it has to do with that zip thing. I think zip combines stuff or like holds it together or something. But there is definitely a way to do that in one line. I just forgot it. So I ended up just, from what I learned in linear algebra, you can switch all the values across the diagonal and then just reverse each row. I mean, it gives you a transposed matrix. So yeah. Anyways, that is all I have. Um, might work more on the Wi-Fi thing tonight and let you know how it goes tomorrow. And if for any reason someone has any experience with Unity and can help me simulate radio waves, that would be a lifesaver. But I think I'm on my own for this. So okay, I'll see you tomorrow for day 198. Take care. Bye.